Hello students, welcome to your science class. So students, in the previous class in this chapter, that is motion, we were talking about the three equations of motions. So we have already seen that how can we derive the first and the second equation of motion, and in the last class we have seen the third equation of motion. Let me remind you what are the things that we have seen there, students. So first of all, we have taken the second equation of motion, which is represented by S is equals to ut plus half at square, right? And we have taken the first equation of motion, which is represented by v is equals to u plus at. So we can also rearrange it, and we have seen after rearranging t will be equals to v minus u upon a. It's quite easy to understand, or also when u will come to this side, it will become minus. So it will become v minus u is equals to at, or we can write it v minus u upon a is equals to t. So by t we will get v minus u upon a. Putting the value of the t in that of the first equation, that is in the s is equals to ut plus half at square, what we will get, student? U into v minus u upon a plus half a v minus u upon a whole square. Then we have seen, simply for solving this equation, we will get the third equation of motion. I'll tell you how. So here, when we multiply these two, it will be equals to s is equals to uv, and this u will multiply with it, and uv minus u square upon a. Okay, and plus half, this will be equals to v minus u the whole square upon a square. We can also write it as a uv square minus u square upon a plus 2a square. V minus u square is equals to a minus b the whole square, that is equals to v square plus u square minus 2uv. Then we have taken the LCM of both of the equations, students. After taking the LCM, what it will be? This will be equals to the, okay, one more thing is there, and that is it was a half at square. So I forgot to write here a. So this will be a. A will also be there. Now this a and this a will cancel each other, and finally only 2a will be left as it is. Okay, a will cancel out. Now only 2a will remain here. Now after taking the LCM, it will be 2a. A is already there, so 2 will multiply in all this. So it will be equals to 2uv minus 2u square plus, this whole equation will be the same because this is 2a. So v square plus u square minus 2uv. Plus 2uv minus 2uv will cancel each other, and this will becomes u square minus 2u square will be equals to minus u square. So v square minus u square upon 2a. This will be left as it is. After again rearranging this, we will get the third equation of motion, student, and that was 2as is equals to v square minus u square, or v square is equals to u square plus 2as. This was what? This is the third equation of motion. This is the third equation of motion. So we have understood how to derive the first equation, second equation, and then we have also seen how to derive that of the third equation, student. Now let us try to solve some of the numericals which is related, which is on the basis of these three equations of motion, students. It's quite important. This whole chapter, even when you will go further and later in this the same chapter, student, we will study about the graphs. That is very important topic, and also we will derive this equation with the help of the graph that we will going to study in the same chapter. But the most important thing, that is the numericals. Numericals will be related to the three equations of motion. Although there are numericals that can be asked related to distance or related to that of the acceleration by the formula that we have seen earlier in the same chapter. But these three equation of motion is quite very important, students. Okay, now see here. Question is that a train or a moving train, not a train, a moving train is brought to rest. Moving train is brought to rest within 20 seconds. Within 20 seconds by applying brakes. Find the initial velocity. Find the initial velocity. Find the initial velocity, and if the retardation due to brake is, if the retardation due to brake is 2 meter per second square. So this is the question, students, that we have to solve. The question is, a moving train is brought to rest. So train was moving and then it comes to rest within 20 seconds by applying brakes to it. So find the initial velocity if the retardation due to brake is 2 centimeters. So what are the things which is given here, students? Always I told you that whenever we will going to solve the question, at least we should write the given. That will help in making the things clear, that what we have to do and what we have to calculate here. So moving train. So train was already moving and then it comes to rest. So it was having some initial velocity, student. That initial velocity is not given. But what is the thing which is given here? That it comes to rest. So when it comes to rest, at that time the final velocity will be equals to 0. Okay, so here final velocity is mentioned, that is equals to 0. Find the initial velocity, this which we have to find. And the other thing which is given here is if the retardation. So retardation is what? It is the negative acceleration. It is acceleration only, but here the velocity keeps on decreasing. So if the velocity is decreasing, making the object comes to rest, obviously it will be a negative acceleration. It can't be a positive acceleration. So we will write here A, students. But you see already in the question it is written retardation. Whenever in the question, even though if it is not given, student, that it is a retardation, if it is simply written that the body stops, remember that at that time the acceleration will be 0. Because if the body stops at that time, the velocity becomes 0, and then the velocity becomes 0 at that time, the acceleration will be the negative acceleration. So retardation, it will be mentioned by minus 2 meter per second square. Okay. So acceleration is there, students, but that is a negative acceleration, and we know that negative acceleration we also call it as a minus or retardation. Okay. Now the things which is given here is this one, and what is the thing that we have to find? Oh, there is another thing, student, that is T. Time is given 20 seconds. So time is also given, that is 20 seconds. So everything is mentioned here. Now it's quite easy to find it. So obviously out of the 3 equation of motion, students, you know that there is no distance. So we will not look for the second and the third equation. We will simply go through the first equation of motion, and the first equation of motion is, we can write here from, by applying first equation of motion, By applying first equation of motion, it will be equals to V is equals to U plus Et. Now putting the value of the V, U and T here, we will get the initial velocity at least. So I am simply putting the value here, student. So V is already given, that is 0, is equals to U. This we have to calculate, so I am simply writing it U as it is. Okay, plus A is given, that is minus 2, and T is given, that is 20. Right? So we have written everything. Now what we will do, students, we will simply solve it. So it will be 0 is equals to U plus minus 2 into 20. This is how the equation becomes. Now what we will do, if you will solve it, so this will be 0 as it is equals to U. This is 2 into 20, that is will be plus minus 40, right? Or we can also write it, when the bracket will be open, this minus this plus, obviously it will become U minus 40. When this 40, this minus 40 will comes to this side, it will become plus 40. So we will write here U will be equals to 40 meter per second. Remember that, students, since we have to find here the initial velocity, so the SI unit we will going to mention here, it will be meter per second. It is quite really important to put the SI unit with that of the value. If you will not mention, I think half marks will be deducted by this. Most of the students, they do that. They never used to put the SI unit along with the value, and it's quite very important because the SI unit help us in telling that what you have calculated. Okay, so initial velocity will be equals to 40 meter per second. So this is how with this question we are able to find the initial velocity. Let us see the next question. Next question is, students, that is, a body starts to slide over. A body starts to slide over a horizontal surface, with an initial velocity of 0.5 meter per second. Due to friction, its velocity decreases. Due to friction, its velocity decreases at the rate of 0.05 meter per second square. 0.05 meter per second square. How much it will take time to stop the body? How much time it is needed in order to stop it? So you can see what are the things which is given here, students. So the first is the body starts to slide over a horizontal surface with the initial velocity of a 0.5. So what we will do, in order to read the question, we will simply write that what are the things given here. So initial velocity is already mentioned here, students. So we know that we used to represent initial velocity by U. So u is given, that is equals to 0.5 meter per second. You can see here student, here I have written it meter per second, or here ms minus 1, that is also meter per second. And due to friction, velocity is decreasing. So we are not knowing the velocity, but we will velocity is decreasing in order to make it stop it. Okay, so velocity v will be equals to 0, and due to which, as the velocity is decreasing, so the acceleration is also decreasing at the rate of first. So acceleration will be equals to minus 0.05 meter per second square. Obviously again student, here the acceleration is decreasing since the body is retarding. You know that when the velocity keeps on decreasing, so retardation happens. What is the thing that we have to find is time. How much time it will take to stop it? So stop means what? When the body comes to rest. So obviously when the body finally, when it stops, at that time the acceleration becomes the negative one, acceleration decreases, and final velocity will be equals to 0. So we have already seen that. Again using the same formula, v is equals to u plus at, because you see here there is no s is mentioned, so we will stick with the first equation. Now v is 0, u is 0.5 plus acceleration is minus 0.05, and the thing which is given here, which we have to find, is t. Okay, so this is how. Now this will becomes 0 is equals to 0.5 minus 0.05 t, right? It will be like that. Now again we can simplify it. How? You see, we can also write it, this minus will come to this side, so it will become 0.05 t is equals to 0.5, or t is equals to 0.5 upon 0.05, right? Now solving this, let us see what we will get. So this decimal, when we remove the decimal, it will become 100. When we remove this one, it will become 10. This will cancel each other. So t will be equals to 50 upon 5. That is equals to 10. So t will be equals to 10 seconds. So answer will be, t will be equals to 10 seconds. So the body will take 10 seconds to get stopped. This is another question. Let us see the another one. Let us see some more questions, students. So I hope you have understood that any of the four thing is given, any of the three thing is given out of the four quantities of the first equation. We will going to use the first equation, and if the object is velocity is decreasing, at that time it will be retardation. So next question is that is, a racing car has a uniform acceleration. A racing car has an uniform acceleration of 4 meter per second square. 4 meter per second square. What distance will it cover in 10 seconds? What distance will it cover after 10 seconds? It covers in 10 seconds after it starts. Will it covers in 10 seconds? Will it cover in 10 seconds after it starts? Now see here. A racing car has a uniform acceleration of 4 meter per second square. What distance will it cover in 10 seconds after it will start? So what are the things which is given here? So racing car was there, which is moving with a uniform acceleration. So the thing which is given here, student, is acceleration. and acceleration is 4 meter per second square. Other thing, we have to find the distance. Distance question mark that we have to find. Cover in 10 seconds. So time is given, that is 10 seconds. After it starts, so you know that when a body starts, at that time its initial velocity will be 0. So u will be equals to 0. So everything is given, we have to find the distance. Now, let us apply the three equation of motion and see that which one is the better choice in order to find the distance here. So we know that out of the three, there are two only which is having the distance. S is equals to ut plus half at square, and the third equation is b square is equals to u square plus 2as. But remember that v square, u square, here there is a need of finding a velocity which is not mentioned here. So instead of looking for the third, we will see the second equation of motion, students. So second equation of motion is s is equals to ut plus half at square. So we will simply put the value here. S is that we have to find is u is 0 into time is given 10 plus half, acceleration is given, that is 4, and time again t into t. T square is there, that's why 10 square or 10 into 10. Now 0 into 10 will be 0. So it will be 0 plus this 2 will be equals to, cancel each other, it will become 2 here. 2 into 10, 20 into 10, 100. That will be equals to 200. So S will be equals to 200 meter. Okay. So here that we will get that in 10 seconds it will cover 200 meter distance. Okay. So this is another question. Let us see some more questions. It's quite important, student, to solve more and more numericals which is related to this, because many times the questions which is asked in the motion, more than 70% of the question is asked on the three equation of motion. So it's quite important to read the question very well and try to solve it. Question is that a car is traveling at 20 km per hour. 20 km per hour, speeds up 60 km per hour in 6 seconds. 6 seconds. What is its acceleration? What is its acceleration? What is its acceleration? So car traveling at 20 km per hour, speeds up 60 km per hour in 6 seconds. We have to find the acceleration. Now let us see what are the things which is given here, students. So the first one, the car, it is started with 20 km per hour, and then after 6 seconds its speed increases to 60 km per hour. So here initial velocity is given and final velocity is given. So initial velocity is equals to 20 km per hour. Then final velocity is given, that is 60 km per hour. Now what we have to do, we have to convert this into meter per second, because the timing is given in seconds. So we have to convert it into meter per second. So at first we will convert the initial one, students. So initial speed will be equals to 20, it means into 1000 upon into hours, that is 60 into 60. I told you in the previous class also how to find it. So why is it so? Because we know that 1 kilometer is equals to 1000 meter, and 1 hour is equals to 60 minutes, and 1 minute is equals to 60 seconds. So ultimately 1 hour will be equals to 60 into 60 seconds. So this is how we can convert it into meter per second. Right? Now see. Now these two will cancel each other. It will be equals to 10. This will be equals to 3. Again this will be equals to 50. This will be equals to 3. So now it will be equals to 500 upon 9. Okay. So this will be equals to students 500 upon 9. You can simply keep it like that, or you can again, when you will divide it, what you will get 5.55 meter per second. If you will divide it, that will be equals to 5.55 meter per second. Okay. So this is the first one, first initial velocity that we get it. So instead of writing this only, we can simply write it as that is also equals to 500 upon 9 or 5.55 meter per second. Now let us try to find the value of the final velocity in meter per second. Again here students, 60 into 1000 upon 60 into 60. It's quite easy because this 60 will cancel each other. Ultimately this 60 and this will remain. This will be equals to 50 and this will be equals to 3. 50 upon 3. Now 50 upon 3 will be equals to 16.66 meter per second. So we can write it here, that is, it will be V is also equals to 50 upon 3 or 16.66 meter per second. So we got the value of the U as well as that of the V. Now what we will do, we will see what is the value of a t is given, that is equals to 6 seconds. So what is the thing that we have to find is the acceleration, student. So U is given, V is given and t is given. So we have to find the acceleration. So what is the best method by which we can find it? So we can find it by, so out of these all things are given here. This will be 50 by 9 students. Sorry by mistake I have written 500. It will be 50 by 9. Or we can write it 5.55, 50 upon 3 or 16.66. It can be anything, students. Okay, now what we will do, we will find the value here. See here. So obviously we will going to use the first equation, v is equals to u plus at, and the reason is because we have to find the acceleration. U is given, v is given and t is given. So we will prefer the first equation of motion. Now the first equation of motion is sorry, that is 16.66. So the value of the v that we will write here is 16.66. That is equals to, u is given 5.55 plus a that we have to find it, and time is given, that is 6 seconds. So everything is mentioned here. So we can simply rub it and then we can solve it easily. So this one. Now you see here, what will happen, students, when this one comes to this side, it will become 16.66 minus 5.55 is equals to a into 6. Acceleration that we have to find it, students. Now when you subtract both of them, what you will get, 6 minus 5 that is equals to 1, again 6 minus 5 that is equals to 1 point. This will be equals to, this will be 16 minus 5, it will be equals to 11. 11.11 is equals to a into 6, right? Okay. And then we have to find the acceleration, so we can simply write it as 11.11 upon 6 is equals to a. Okay. Now see here. Now we can also, when you will divide it, the answer that you will get, students, it will be equals to 1.85 meter per second square. This is the answer that you will get here. So by this students, we have understood here one thing. You can see that at first the car velocity was less and then it increases. So it is a kind of a positive acceleration, not a negative acceleration. So by the help of this formula, we are able to solve the questions related to equation of motion, students.